Hello, my name is Shawn Munro, and I have cerebral palsy. It is something that happened to me when I was born, and you cannot catch it. Today, for my final project, I am going to talk to you about cerebral palsy and the many types and causes that can come with it and how you can adapt with it. Cerebral means having to do with the brain. Palsy means a weakness or problem in the way a person moves or positions his or her body. Cerebral palsy is a condition that makes kids have trouble controlling the muscles of their body. When you hear the letters CP, people are talking about cerebral palsy or cheese pizza. The rest of my discussion, I will be calling cerebral palsy CP.
Hello, I'm Dr. David Cathcart. I'm a family practice physician from Heartland Regional Medical Center in St. Joseph, Missouri, and I'm here today to talk to you about cerebral palsy. Many people want to know, how would you detect cerebral palsy in your newborn child or in someone who's in the very early years of life? It's very difficult to pick up, and in many cases it's picked up only after someone has failed to reach the various milestones that you might expect. So for example, if your child's not crawling when you expect that they should be crawling, or they're not talking or cooing or smiling or giggling when you expect that they should be doing those things, those could be signs of cerebral palsy. Other things that people report with cerebral palsy is they have a difficult time with odd sensations or strange sensations with respect to your skin. So for example, some people that have cerebral palsy have a hard time telling the difference between common objects. For example, a foam ball and a baseball. They would not be able to tell that. So strange sensations. Other signs of cerebral palsy would be, for example, an inability to sit up on your own. Other potential warning signs that are less specific would be perhaps a very small chin at birth or a small head at birth can also be warning signs of cerebral palsy. And another symptom that is sometimes that can be associated with cerebral palsy is unexplained seizures. So all these things suggest that there's been some damage to the brain, and when the various motor portions of the brain have been damaged in such a way to cause abnormal movements, particularly abnormal movements, those are the things that are most likely to be warning signs of cerebral palsy.
CP can be caused by a problem in the developing brain or an injury to the brain before or after birth. Scientists used to believe that it was caused by a lack of oxygen, but now they know that this causes very few cases. My CP was most likely caused by the brain bleeds I had when I was 2 days old. A brain bleed is like a stroke in an older person, and the bleeds damaged certain parts of my brain.
There are lots of different levels of CP. Some cases are very mild and some are more severe. Sometimes people cannot move at all and spend their life in a wheelchair. People with CP can also be very smart Their muscles may not do what they want, but the cognitive or thinking part of their brain is just fine. Kids like me with CP get very used to seeing lots of doctors. You may need many surgeries for muscles and bones, and you may also need braces and special furniture or mobility hardware. People with CP can be found working in all sorts of different jobs, playing all sorts of sports and hanging out with their friends, just like other regular people. My doctors did not think I would ever walk because I could not sit up independently when I was 3. But I did, and here I am. For me, living with CP just means I work a little harder to do certain things, and sometimes I am tired just from walking and standing. I also have to work hard to pick my head up. My CP affects my speech occasionally too, and makes me stutter. In my family, we kind of forget I have CP, and one funny story is when I asked why we had a handicapped parking pass. My family will also occasionally make fun of my left hand. They call it lefty and tell me it is a slacker. That is to make me remember to use it.
There are many famous people with cerebral palsy. One example is Josh Blue.
Well, Josh, everybody loves you, obviously. So what inspired you to do stand-up of all things?
I didn't think I had a choice, really. What am I going to do? Be a traffic cop?
All right, thank you, Josh. Josh Blue.
Who is a comedian, and some of his material is based on cerebral palsy. He also creates and sells sculptures and paintings. He was diagnosed with CP at about 1 year old. Josh Blue rose to fame when he won the Last Comic Standing in 2006. He not only really made people laugh, but they admired his ability and his determination. Another famous person with CP is Christy Brown. He was the character portrayed in the movie My Left Foot. He had a very severe case of CP and could not speak, walk, or use his arms. He began painting with his foot, and his mom then worked on teaching him to speak. He is from Ireland.
25% of a quarter. That's a stupid question. I mean, 25% is a quarter. You can't have a quarter of a quarter.
You can. Can't you, Christy?
Do you know what I was going to call it?
What?
The reminiscences.
Ma! Ma, Christy picked up the chalk.
Starting out as a mini baby, that is what my mom's best friend called us, brought me a lot of challenges. I don't really think about it that much. I just go to school, go places with my family, play sports, and spend time on my iPad. I guess that sounds like most of you watching this. I have to admit there have been a lot of people who have helped me be the guy you see before you, like Mr. P and Mrs. P and guys like Mr. Kennedy. Kids with CP are just like you. We just may need some extra time to get things done or tell you what we are thinking about. We like to laugh, even at ourselves, and we want to be good at things too. I guess I am lucky because I don't worry too much about what people think of me. If they are laughing at me or making fun, I haven't really noticed. When we were working on this, my mom and sisters say that they worry about that, but they probably don't need to. Mom also said she read a poem about special kids called Trip to Holland. She says life with me is a trip. I want to grow up, get a job, maybe go to college, and get my own apartment. I want to be a broadcaster of some sort. I like to talk. And Mom says that has never really changed. I don't think I will be able to drive, but once the cars are voice activated, I will be all set.
Thank you for watching this video on cerebral palsy. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it.